My name's Kevin. I've started a 30-day challenge for teachers that is going to rock your world. It's going to flip everything on its head. Now, we're going to eliminate behavior problems in your classroom. We are going to lower your stress so much. And we're going to decrease the workload. I've had years where I've worked 50, 60. I had one year where I worked 80 hours a week for about half of the year. And, we've got to do something about that. We've got to do something about that, and I am here to help. Join my 30-day challenge. I'm going to teach you my magic mindset. This came about after 25 years of teaching. 24 years when I really hit on it. 24 years of just things just not working. Thousands of hours of professional development. Teachers, you know what I'm talking about. Year after year, hundreds of hours of professional development. It's just what we do. We try these things. They work a little bit. But they're not porting over. So what is missing? I'm going to show you what's missing. At that 24th year, I just forget about it. I'm retiring soon. I'm coasting out. I'm tapping out. I'm just going to do what everyone else is doing. It's just not worth the stress. I'm killing myself here. I mean, my body was falling apart. So I just gave up. And I was sitting in my chair over there, and I looked over at the wall, and I see this sign there for nothing will be impossible with God. And this is a little sign, beautiful sign that my oldest daughter made me many years ago, and it still sits on my wall, taped on my wall. Doesn't sit there. And I was like, that's right. No, nothing's impossible with God. Okay, well, let's test that. Prove it. And sure enough, a week later, I'm sitting in another webinar, and it's on neurolinguistic programming, NLP. It's like, well, what is this? And it was intriguing. Some of the stuff something just grabbed me and said, hey, there's something here. So I signed up. Little did I know it was going to take about 400 hours to get through all the certifications for neurolinguistic programming. And wow, it was like I learned some things along the way there that just fit right into everything I was doing with the growth mindset, positivity, everything that I was doing. It's going to be the glue. I thought this is just going to bring it all together, and this is going to make it work. And sure enough, it did. It sure did. Now, trust me, this is an introduction. Let me get you right into that. What the heck am I talking about? I'm talking about the magic mindset with the two pillars. The two main pillars are the total growth mindset and total positivity. Now, we've all heard of the growth mindset and the fixed mindset, and it works to some extent. But teachers, we actually become, it's human nature, but we become the gatekeepers of that mindset by the stuff that we do. We kind of cut the cord on that growth mindset. We don't really allow it to take form and to do its thing. And we're going to talk all about that. We're going to talk about the great book graveyard, the gatekeeper to all this. And we're going to talk about facilitating learning, a different way of looking at it, instead of plopping knowledge into our students' head and say, memorize this. We're going to look into the science of learning, facilitating learning, having activities with low floors, wide walls, and high ceilings, low floors that every kid, every student can walk right in and be highly successful. Wide walls for those students who they want to do it their way. They don't want to follow your steps. They want to figure it out on their own, which is powerful. And then high ceilings. So there is no end. There's, all the students want to go as far as they can, and you've got to let them. So there we have it. And we're going to sprinkle NLP on top of all of that. Neurolinguistic programming. What is that? What am I talking about? Well, simply put, it's the way language affects our being and others. How it affects us and how it goes out and affects other people. What we say, how we say it. How it gets embedded in our subconscious mind or not, how our mind works with language. And as teachers and speakers, we're using our language. We're communicating with our students, and we need to become excellent communicators. So we'll be getting into that. And when we talk about total positivity, here's, in a nutshell, here's what you're going to be doing. We're going to create an all-spin zone for our kids. There's never a bad answer. There's never, oh, Johnny, what are you thinking? There's nothing like that. We're going to ignore any little behaviors that we don't like. We're going to applaud those students when they're behaving the way we like. We're going to be their cheerleaders instead of the referee. This is the big one. I get a lot of flack for this, but it's the most bang for your buck. We'll be the cheerleaders for our students, and it will just transform your whole classroom instantly. Trust me on this one. This is a big one. This helps us build rapport, and we've got to get that rapport. If you don't have rapport with your students, forget about it. You're not going to get very far. That's just the way it is. Think about it. Rapport with your fellow teachers. We might need to work on that too. But how do we develop that rapport? We're going to show you some ways to develop quick rapport with the wow factor. We're going to use some pace and lead. We're going to pace our students and then lead them in the right direction. We're going to work on the presupposition of acceptance, where we just got to accept the kids for what we got and how they come, and no matter what, we do have to accept what we get. And sometimes that's really, really hard. That goes against human nature. Especially what kids come in with. Yeah. But let's stay positive. Those talkers that just want to talk and distract your class, they're going to be your powerful students. When we move on to the other two legs of the magic mindset, the A-list authenticity and the power of love. A-list authenticity. You've got to be authentic. To develop that rapport, we have to be congruent with what we say and what we do. And it's that simple. With the growth mindset, we say we want the kids to make mistakes and to struggle. We have to support that with our actions. And that's where the gatekeeper comes in every time. So get ready for that. Power of love. Huey Lewis in the News said it best. The power of love. And the Beatles. All we need is love. And my man Jesus probably said it best. God loves even this one. As I sat in church one day, I thought of something. And God loves even this one. And I thought of a student. And it just, the light bulb went off. Oh my gosh. And I thought of some other students that I know. It's sad. But God loves even this one. And we need to do that. And it'll be powerful. And then, following through with that is the power of our voice. And my man Roger Love, the vocal coach of America, the biggest vocal coach in the whole world. He's the coach of Hollywood. And I'm the ambassador for his Speakers Guild. Been working with him for years. And I'm going to bring you some of his tools, and I'm going to sprinkle in there some of my own as well. And so be on the lookout for that towards the end. And here you have it. Are you ready to jump in? Click that link below and let's go, guys. I'll see you in the next video.